Knowledge justifies authority. The KJA Global Channel. Lighting up the world, one mind at a time. Series 7. Rights in Action. Building the system that protects them. Freedom must be designed.
Episode 119. Federalism as a right safeguard. Distributing power to protect people.
Where does the greatest danger to your rights come from? Almost always from one place, power concentrated in too few hands. So what if a society could be built so that no single hand ever held enough power to destroy freedom?
This episode is about structure as protection. The book presents federalism not as a dry administrative arrangement, but as a powerful safeguard for human rights, a way of designing government so that power is divided, shared, and kept close to the people. For societies emerging from centralized rule or deep division, it can be the difference between renewed tyranny and durable freedom. Let us understand how distributed power protects.
First, the core principles that make federalism a shield. The book builds on a few key ideas. Subsidiarity. Decisions should be made at the most local level capable of handling them, keeping power close to the people it affects. Non-centralization.
Power must never be concentrated entirely at the center. Self-rule and shared rule must coexist, guaranteed by the Constitution itself, and shared sovereignty.
Authority is genuinely distributed among national, regional, and local levels, not merely loaned downward by a center that can reclaim it at will. The mechanism is the deliberate dispersal of power. By spreading authority across many levels and many hands, federalism removes the single point of capture that a would-be tyrant needs. You cannot seize a country in one grasp if no single grasp holds it all.
Second, how federalism protects diversity and reaches real lives. Beyond limiting tyranny, federalism does two more things for rights. It protects diversity through arrangements that can be symmetrical or asymmetrical. It allows different regions, cultures, and peoples to govern aspects of their own affairs, so that minorities are not simply ruled by a distant majority, but have real autonomy and a protected voice. And it brings rights closer to where people live. Local and regional governments deliver the services, water, schools, local justice, through which economic and social rights actually reach a person's daily life.
The book pairs this with fiscal fairness through mechanisms like equalization funds that channel resources to poorer regions, so that distributed power does not become distributed neglect. Federalism, done well, both restrains power and delivers rights.
You can see the protective power of structure by comparing two states in one. All power flows to a single center. Capture that center, and the whole nation's rights are at the mercy of one hand. And history shows that hand is eventually seized in another. Power is genuinely distributed.
Regions govern their own affairs. Local bodies deliver services. Courts resolve disputes between levels. And minorities hold real autonomy. To extinguish freedom here, a tyrant would have to capture not one center, but dozens of independent power holders at once. A far harder task. The dispersed structure is itself a defense, working even when individual leaders fail.
This matters because rights are protected not only by good laws, but by the shape of power itself. A society can write magnificent rights and still lose them if all authority sits in one place, waiting to be seized. The book's structural insight is that how power is arranged is as important as what the law says. That dividing power across levels builds tyranny resistance into the very architecture of the state. Federalism is not the only way to disperse power, but it is among the most robust, especially for diverse societies seeking to protect both unity and the rights of every community within it.
Here is the tool. When you assess how a society is governed, look at where power actually sits. Ask, is authority concentrated in a single center, or genuinely distributed across levels that can check one another?
Or local communities and minorities given real, constitutionally protected self-rule, or merely administered from afar?
A structure that disperses power and keeps it close to the people has built a standing defense for rights. A structure that concentrates power has built, however unintentionally, the machinery a future tyrant will use.
Federalism is a rights safeguard, dispersing power so that no single hand can crush freedom, and bringing rights close to the people. Build the structure that protects and guard against the concentration that endangers. Subscribe, and let us design power that serves rather than rules. This is KJA. Freedom must be designed.